Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video and the next part of the Prosper Team's World Tour. Tempered Edge Part 2, taking on the next 4 stages. So we've got the space, the space, the earth, the dark, and the fire tempered edges. I'm not overly worried about them. I mean, we do have actually all 4 of these stages are meant for not blue orbs, unfortunately. So we may run into a bit more difficulty in these than we would the other fights. But again, like this fight we have type advantage, and this fight we have type advantage. Dark and space we do not. Well, no, sorry, yeah, dark and space we won't. And this stage, I think, will be very, very easy because we are now a defensive-focused team, even though the orbs are not in our favor. So, let's jump in. The first fight is the space stage, and yeah, I'm not gonna make any. I mean, well, no, I thought about bringing Space Reamer, but he would not get the orb change. He would not get the guaranteed crits. He wouldn't get the ult buff. So, yeah, there's no point in trying to make him a DPS if he's gonna miss almost everything. So yeah, let's just hop right in. We don't have set starting hands yet, so we could get a lucky break, or we could get an unlucky break. I think the next Tempered Edge is starting the trend of set starting hands, which won't really work in our favor, because I could RNG this for 4 or 5 blues and we could be all set, but, well, yeah, that's a good guy hand right there. Not so much for our team. We do want to focus on AoEs, though, so I think we just take Rieger out and probably send these Lumi orbs, and just so she doesn't have anything, hopefully, next turn. Okay, well, gave her one anyways. So, fine, whatever. She's gonna... Oh, the bind. Ah, crap, the bind. Okay. Ooh, yeah, we'll be right back. That's a misplay right there. Hold on. Okay, we're back on turn 1 now that we are aware. We'll just bring Lumi for Lumi, and I think we'll just send these 2 green orbs. And now we have our orb changers, and we have our alt swapper for the next couple turns, and we don't even need to use Lumi's skill. We can just use Rieger. Excellent. Alright, we're locked in for 2 turns. And the blue damage is nerfed. Okay, well that's not as bad. So, orb change with Rieger. And I guess we can spread the damage out. Right, yeah. Technically. I mean, we're not going to do a lot with these nerfed orbs anyways, so it doesn't really matter too bad. Okay. Oh, well. Man, I would love some orbs for our AoE characters. Game. Alright, let's get some extra ult gauge. The HP skill, I mean, doesn't really matter. They're not doing that much damage to us. We'll make back a lot of points here. And the weakness strike doesn't matter. So I guess we'll just hold on to Maribel. That way we have her every single turn guaranteed now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Rieger has an ult. Excellent. I love when our alt swapper has an ult. It's never a good time. Unless it's a triple alt swapper like Blanc or Shizu. Then it's fine. Okay, now they've got guard rate. Instant damage. Oh, well, I mean, that did hurt a little bit. We are looking a little low on HP, but that's just because of the extra. Otherwise, we'd be at, like, 3/4 or something. So, alt swap, orb change. I don't really need to bring Rimuru up here, do I? No, let's actually bring you up. And we'll put the AoE buff on. There we go. And then more guarding. Excellent. Blues are no longer nerfed, so that's good for our damage output. And we still have double stack of Maribel. Well, synergy there. And the guard. And a crit. We're hitting all the 2%. We're hitting every single 2% we possibly can. Where's the Piers? Oh, another good hand of Rieger. Alright. And more orbs for Rieger. Alright, so there's a Lumi alt. Oh. Okay, so now we have a problem. Now we have a problem. Alright, Lumi, you're coming out. So we can do the Rieger. And and an alt buff, because that'll hit everybody. Okay, that should work just fine. Yeah. Okay. How much health do they have, actually? 175? That's not a lot. Okay. Not overly worried about it, then. Alright, 4,200. Alright, super counter for 41 total. Alright, more counters. Alright. Not super counter, super guard on their counter. My bad. Super counters are their own thing. Interesting. Alright, defense up. When does that drop? I obviously don't want to nuke while I have extra defense. They also don't do a lot of damage to us. Alright, defense goes away. Oh, it's just there forever, never mind. Okay, so I just want an EX ult for Elmesia then. So... Ooh, how am I gonna do this? Actually, you come in for Lumi. Oh, thank God, another orange. Okay, that works out very well. Alright, and we'll swap you away, and then alt swap orb change. And then I think we should be okay next turn, because we should get Elmesia's EX ult here off of these two, since they still have the extra ult gauge buff. And it'll be looking nice and pretty. Yeah, that's what I like to see. I mean, as long as we can do the damage that we need to do. Rieger has an ult, so he can be swapped out freely. We're not at turn 8 yet, though, which means we're not going to be fully buffed from Rimuru. And we're not going to get the extra 150 points. So maybe we do just wait one more turn. Yeah, maybe we do. So... let's get Elmesia out of here now. We'll do this. Alt swap, orb change, or the heal. Let's do the heal instead. That way Reamer is at full HP, so we get the full amount of the crit nerf. And then I think we can just send the Rieger alt and these, and we'll be maxed out. Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Alright, this damage I don't care about. 13k, excellent, cool, moving on. I don't care. She'll probably heal herself back up a little bit anyways? Maybe? Alright, extra defense. Well, that's going to make nuking a little bit harder. Oh, did we get stunned? Did Lumi get Lumi got stunned, god damn it. Okay. Well, isn't that hilarious? Rieger. Guess we'll send this green. And we'll pray that we don't get stunned next turn. Instant, heal, nerf the blues. There's a heal, okay. Alright, now we're ready to go on turn 9. Jesus Christ. Boom, boom. Can Elmesia win the game for us? I actually don't know. This fight's gone on a lot longer than I would like it to. 299. Okay, well, yeah. We did almost double their HP. Almost. Give or take a little bit. But alright, so that's that fight. Let's move on. Alright, next is Earth 2.0, which is going to be the easiest stage to compete in for this team because, you know, we are type advantage, we have the extra damage buff, everything here should work in our favor, and we are also running a defensively focused team. However, Leon likes to ult a lot, and we have only one way to protect against all that ult damage, and that is the revive skill for Lumi, which is limited to one time, and he nukes multiple times, so the guard doesn't really matter. And also, we've now entered the realm of set starting hands, so not super great. We'll leave Elmesia and Lumi up front. We'll actually use this AoE skill now, because we're going to make back quite a few of these points next turn. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we have enough to full orb change with Lumi next turn anyways, so a little bit of extra alt gauge starting, okay, or we could get not a lot of orbs for our 2. AoE characters. Alright, thanks a bunch. Really love to see that. Alright. Well, we do get Maribel. So we do get protection on the guard, at least, which I guess is cool. So we'll bring Rimuru in. He's got type advantage. If anything, we can just nuke Leon away with Rimuru and call it a day. But the guard will not save us from the ult, so we're just going to have to deal with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Max points, another Maribel next turn. We're doing 12k a hit with Rimuru and Elmesia. That is very nice to see, and his HP bar is almost down to half already. Excellent. Okay, so Leon, 4,000, 5,000, and plus against Lumi, because she's type neutral. That is hefty. So you know what, we're going to use this, all of this now, actually. So the orb change, the revive heal, and the extra HP, so now we literally cannot die. And that is how we are going to protect ourselves from, like, the 4 turns of ulting that Leon does, unless we just straight up kill him, which is also a potential thing. Maybe not outright, but we do a lot. And we're getting continuous extra weakness strike that actually matters now. Yeah. So, I mean, we're going to get another stack of weakness here. All right, 122 damage. The Frostbite we can't guard against, but we'll heal it back anyways. 4,400, and now we've got like 50k HP. And now we've got triple ult and 100 points. So you know what? Let's just go ahead and make things real nice and easy here. We'll just take him out. So I think we'll send Rimuru on you, and then actually we'll send Elmesia first, and then Rimuru, and then we'll follow up. Okay, we just need an Elmesia. Never mind. Alright, see? Super easy. Nice to see that we're very, very good in one stage that is actually kind of difficult. Alright, next is the Dark Tempered Edge. This is the first anniversary Tempered Edge stage, and it's a green-focused team again. Well, green-focused stage again, with a set starting hand for, I think, Isis now. So, not really much we can do about that, but we are now in a single target setting, and he doesn't really do that much damage to us, so there's not too much to worry about. So we'll bring Rimuru in for Elmesia. We are supposed to crit this stage, which does definitely help us out a bit. So we don't need to use the AoE buff, because we're not trying to AoE nuke here. We certainly can't. And we do have a dark character now, and it is Lumi. But, again, we're not trying to AoE nuke. We're trying to single-target nuke. Although I have... Well, Lumi's not going to get half the buffs anyway, so it doesn't really matter then, huh? Yeah, okay. So let's get Elmesia in here. Do we have enough points to use? We don't. Alright. Are we shy 1 point? We are shy 1 point. God damn it. Alright. It is what it is. Orb change. Alright. Guaranteed guard. Okay, cool. Weakness strike, once again, means nothing here. It will mean something in the next fight, certainly. But, not here. I mean, we do okay damage to him still. Dark 2.0 was not doing millions of damage when the anniversary happened. We didn't get millions of damage until the EX meta started becoming a thing about 3 months, 4 months later, somewhere around there. So I would not expect the Dark 2.0. There's certainly ways you can make Dark 2.0 now do millions of damage. Now, 2 years later, sure. Congratulations. Alright. Not getting a lot of Rimuru orbs, unfortunately. We'll just have to augment that a bit with some Enamor. Alright, hopefully next turn is just like a whole hand of Rimuru. Maybe some oranges, although those might get nerfed. Well, that's not bad. It's certainly not bad. I think what we will also do is if we have the points, we will do a Lumi AoE buff anyways, which... actually, yeah, I think we do. Okay, so Rieger can come in for Elmesia. Yeah, Elmesia. We can alt swap away, and then we can get some extra alt gauge. So the AoE buff means absolutely nothing to Rimuru, but the gauge that we're going to get means a lot, because we still have one more turn of the 15% Enamor. We've got 4 Rimuru orbs. They're going to be buffed up, so this should get him quite a bit. Quite a bit of gauge. Yeah, that's looking real nice. We only have to go one more turn, technically. But I think we get attack sealed here, which is not a big deal, because we're not really raising our attack. We do get crit sealed. Yeah. Which is kind of unfortunate. But also, I mean, it's not a terrible hand either. We can just kind of chill here. And we're going to get his ult now, because we do have an orb for him. So I think that's much better. Yeah, we're going to wait off that crit nerf, which should go away on turn 8. Just like every other nuking. Oh, wow. Okay, well, I guess we didn't really need to do any of that, because we were going to get his ult anyways. Do we have a 5th orb coming in? No, okay. Yeah, we're just going to burn some turns, actually. That's the easiest way to do it. We need to send one orb next turn, that's all I care about. Perfect. Maybe I could have used a couple alt buffs from Octagram Lumi. Oh well. The blues are nerfed now, so not a big deal. 1-2. Turn 8. Now we can use everything. Now the seal is dropping off, so we can do full power. So, magic buff, 150 points. Crit resistance down, 96.5%. And this Gazzle is gonna go bye-bye. Very quickly. 675. Pretty good damage for having no other weakness strike. Alright. Well, cool. Let's move on to the final section of this video where we will probably do okay. Alright, final fight. Clayman has much more HP than the rest of the fights, but it's still not too much. You know, 682 can be construed as a lot of HP for newer players, and you know, that's totally fair, because a lot of them cannot do 688,000 damage. With, you know, very low built teams with no good gear and no, you know, no awakenings and no levels and all that, and that's totally fine. You're not meant to do EX5 of Tempered Edge as you're a newer player. You're meant to build up to that. Just like I wouldn't expect them to clear, you know, Inferno 1 beatdown battle, even with the meta, if they don't have, you know, good investment. But with this team, we do have 2 fire units, you know, Rieger and Lumi. Unfortunately, Lumi is AoE, but you know, Rieger's single target. He'll get all the benefits from all the other buffs, so we might actually try and force him to be our primary damage dealer here. It's just that we don't have the burn effect, which we can kind of offset a little bit with the revive skill. It's just that we're also going to be binded in, so we gotta really make sure that... Oh yeah, that crit nerf is also kind of unfortunate. Man, we might need to reevaluate how this is gonna go. Alright, so let's orb change here. We're gonna leave Rieger in. Unfortunately, we don't have any friggin' orbs for him. We never have orbs for people I want. Fine, whatever. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And no, we'll send Lumi last. What am I doing? What am I doing? Alright, 3,600, 22, 34. Right, this is a physical fight they want us to be in, huh? Alright, well, we will benefit from the weakness strike at least. So we are guarding. The poison does catch up with us, but we don't have to use it immediately, because we are going to be guarding quite a bit, and we have no freaking Rieger orbs. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, so we don't have to use the heal. And even when we do, we could also use the HP skill, and it's going to take a lot longer to kill us, and then when our HP drops back down, we still have a massive pool of HP to pull from. And if we are guarding every single turn, it's going to take him a while to get through that, even if he ults. So we should be relatively protected here, while also stacking up our damage that we're doing with the weakness strike from Maribel. Is that 1 Rieger orb? Is that what I'm seeing right here? Is 1 Rieger orb? Right, how long does this bind last? 4 turns. Oh boy, okay. We're in it for the long haul then. I mean, we're not really in danger of dying right now, so I don't want to use the heal yet. We're just not getting a lot of really any orbs now. We're going to get a Lumi and an Almizia ult this turn, though. But that's why we left Rieger up front as well, so we have his ult swap ability. You know, Rimuru can't come in anyway, so we're not really going to be able to rely on his crit buff and stuff. So we're gonna just have to pray that we can do enough damage with this team build as it's set up. I think eventually, yeah, the blue orbs do get nerfed. 80%. Alright, we're gonna cycle a lot slower now. But he is going to ult us, so depending on how much damage this actually does, we could be in trouble. Could being the keyword. Let's find out, and if not, we can just reset and come back on turn 5 for the next run. And maybe play it a bit differently. Alright, 19, oh yeah, dropped off a cliff. And, okay, well that is a lot of damage. Still super guarding though. So we only really need to worry about the ults and then the follow-up poison damage. Alright, so spoiler alert. Well, not spoiler, because you're not even going to see it, but the previous clip, the ults did peanuts for damage, so we ran it back now. Back to turn 5. We got lucky with the Lumi orbs. We actually have her EX ult, and we have Rieger's ult now as well. So this went a lot better for us than the first run. I still wouldn't say it's overly easy, though, you know, that hurts a lot. We've got the revive skill active right now, so we're going to heal it all back anyways, because I was for certain that Reimer was going to get hit and he would just die, and I really kind of don't want that. So we get very lucky, though, with that hand, so we can just do the ult swap and then put another stack on. The orbs, again, are nerfed, which means they do really, really bad damage now. Yeah, 500k for Rieger, 700k almost for Rimuru, and even the 200% does 1900. Like, that's not really what we're looking for out of this. But he's about to lose his magic and attack buff. We can ult swap an orb change here. Next turn is turn 8, which means we'll have access to, you know, all of the powerful buffs from Rimuru. And, you know, we should be okay after that. You know, once we have literally everything under the sun for this team activated, we'll be okay. So, again, the damage here is inconsequential. The damage we take here means nothing because we still have the revive skill up, which does come in very handy in this fight. So it just negates the poison damage. And the bind now is not a problem, because it's turn 8, it's fallen off, so we could freely switch people in and out, which is good. So we're going to do the extra points here, and then we'll use his skill, and then we'll bring Elmesia in. We haven't been able to use Autogram Lumi at all, because, you know, we've been binded for 7 turns, essentially. So there's the guaranteed crit and the crit resistance down. Reimer's at full HP, which means he gets the full, or he's going to put the full 100% on. And then Elmesia comes in. We'll apply control to him one more time, and then we'll go ahead and nuke with these 5 orbs. So we'll send Rieger first, then Lumi, and then follow-ups with the shit blues. 179 for Rieger, not amazing. 438 for Lumi is a lot better, considering she's, you know, an EX character. But there we go. Now we have cleared the next 4 stages of Tempered Edge using the Prosper team. Let me know what you guys think, but that's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.